got Leo Kane in the house, seat one. Leo's here, and he's a principal project manager over at Beryl Engineering. And what are you seeing out there?
Well, we recently made some deals with counties and cities. We can actually save a builder on a new build now 20 days of construction time by not having to wait for the city and county to come out to do interim inspections. We actually now can come out and do those inspections as a third party representing the city or county.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's awesome because what happens is the builder says, I need a roof drying inspection. They call for it, and they get a window of 8 to 4:30 on when an inspector is going to come out. Mm-hmm. We have the ability to say we're going to have our inspector there at 9:15.
Right.
So we save them time also with framing and other of these interim inspections, the slab pours where they have to wait for approval before they can do the next phase. We come out there and we do these inspections. We sign off on it. The city and counties allow us to do this. And it saves, like I said, we save the builders time.
Yeah, and time can really get away from you when you're building a new construction home. Contractors don't show up. There's all types of scenarios. Hurricanes come in the box in the picture, like last year happened. So that's really neat. So what happened? What caused that change?
Well, it's in the Florida statutes. It's actually been around for a while. But speaking of the hurricanes, that's kind of what caused the change because you had a whole bunch of roofs being redone. The cities and counties can't get out to the roofs fast enough. And let's say that this past Sunday, we had a massive torrential downpour for about an hour.
Right. Any
roof that wasn't completely shingled was probably going to leak during that time. So a lot of roofers just kind of closed over the whole roof. Mm-hmm. Well, if they didn't have that interim inspection, that quote unquote 675 inspection code, they can't close the permit now without an engineer. So by having us already on the dial and already in the system, we can go out and we can do that inspection because we're not scared to go in an attic and we're not scared to lift a couple of shingles and look at the underlayment.
Right. So from the roof to the the foundation,
you guys are
handling
not single story, but anything up to 4 stories, residential or commercial, we can do those inspections. All of them, tub sets, gas lines, electrical, HVAC.
And some of the other areas that people see, especially up towards Pasco, Hernando, is some of the settlement issues. Are you seeing many settlement issues still happening out there? Or is this the wrong time of the year for that?
It's really the wrong time of the year.
Right.
I know I've talked a lot about sinkholes, especially after the incident in Land O'Lakes last year. But we need a good rainy, wet season for those soils to start shifting, because what ends up happening is you have pockets that develop in the limestone and sand and soil starts to settle a little bit, and then when you put all that water in there, it basically kind of expands, and that's what causes the movement of the soil.
And it pulls, the one person out East County, I think it just sucked up his whole house, didn't it? And he died.
Yeah, that was I think that was 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I know. We have an inspection coming up next Wednesday on a house that was remediated back in 2003 because they added a basement. You should never put a basement in Florida. They added a basement, and it basically caused a whole shift in the water table under the house. So their pool had collapsed. They put sump pumps in there. The waterproofing is failing, and they're like, why is all this problem happening to my houses for the past 12 years? I'm like, well, you put a basement in it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.